Nick, we're here in Elk River, but obviously it's looking a little different for you as you're not racing due to a wrist injury. So kind of talk me through what happened back in the last round and where and what we're going to see from you from the future.
Last round at Sioux Falls, a rider ended up cross jumping and landed on me a little bit and just jammed my wrist really bad and ended up fracturing it and just sprained it super bad. So I lost a lot of movement and just can't really do anything with it right now. I have to let it heal till I can get back to, a racing situation where it's good enough in them situations. So I'm not going to be racing ERX, but we're hoping to be back for Eagle River and then wherever the last one is.
Yeah, so nothing's stopping you from getting back at the end of the
Nope.
season.
Still working hard, training. I can't work on my snowmobile skills on the sled right now, so just have to put a lot of gym time in and just be ready for the last two that way.
And what's something that you are working on as far as, because you don't need surgery, so it's something that's basically just having to heal itself?
So I do physical therapy twice a week, just ultrasound stuff and just little hand workouts and stretching it the physical therapist does. And then with my trainer, I do a lot of cardio and legs right now and core. I can't really do much upper body just because of my wrist, but just trying to stay as prepared as I can without being on the sled.
So hopefully we're obviously going to see you at the end of the season back on the sled, but right now this weekend your teammate Emil Haar will be riding. So what's something that you're going to be looking forward to this weekend as far as helping him out? Yeah,
it's going to be nice to actually be able to focus on him and work one-on-one with him. I mean, we help each other a lot out in practice, so I mean, I know where I can push his buttons and tell him, where I can help him and where I think he needs to do stuff different. But as another rider, I know I don't want to get told so much by another rider, so I'll just give him bits and pieces and see how he takes it. And then Carson too, one of my best friends forever, so I want to see him do well too. So I'll just kind of be watching, helping the guys out and giving my 2 cents, and hopefully that will, work out for the finals, and hopefully we can see the boys up on the podium.
Yeah, I feel like too it helps for them having that different perspective than just a mechanic, someone who's actually on the sled and knows what it's like to be out there all the time.
I completely agree. I mean, it's easy to get mad at somebody because they don't understand what's actually going out on the track, what's happening on the track, because they're just not a racer and the racer mentality. So it's a whole nother perspective that I can give them just from watching stuff that they can't see, and I think maybe they can trust me a little more just because I am a racer.
Yeah. And so kind of an overall in the pro light class, obviously we always talk about how there's so much competition and staying consistent is so important. So what's something kind of watching the races now from a different perspective do you see about the pro light class that maybe you'll pick up on for the rest of the season?
I don't know. I never really sit there and watch the pro light class that much. I'll just do my race and maybe watch the next heat a little bit, but I think it's a super competitive class. I think it's honestly just as competitive as the pro class, and the racing is really good. And it's hard to say who's going to win or, who's going to be on the podium just because it's kind of whoever gets to start it. It seems like this year we all have kind of stayed in the same spot just because our times are so close and passes are hard to make. So it always makes for good racing, but just, I guess, kind of pick up on what other riders are doing just for the next 2 nationals.
Yeah, well, sad that you're not racing this weekend, but hopefully you will be the last few races. But good luck to your teammates this weekend, and have a good weekend.
Thank you. Emil's in the window, freaking.
I was wondering who was over there.
No, he's just over there waving like this. It's come on, dude.